Thank you, Mr. Garrett. Good evening, parents, teachers, administrators, friends, mom, and of course, good evening to the Poway High Class of 2014. We gather here today in celebration. Some of us come to celebrate the beginning of a journey through higher education. Some of us come to celebrate entering into the workforce. And some of us, especially myself, are here to celebrate the fact that they actually let us graduate despite our questionable attendance records. Attendance and just slightly passing senior spring grades aside, we all come today to celebrate a momentous achievement. We all come today to look back upon the first chapter of our lives, and we come to usher in the next. We come together at the twilight of this most formative era, but also at the dawn of an epic new age. We come to celebrate what we have done together, and we come to ready ourselves for what we will do on our own. Seniors, I can't honestly say that I've gotten a chance to know each and every one of you personally. But what I can honestly say, however, is that I have had a completely unparalleled experience sharing this school and this town with you all for the past 4 years. Thank you all for the memories you've given me and all the lessons you taught me. Here's to you. A legend named Rocky Balboa once said, "The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows." I think there is truth to this statement. The world is a scary place, and it is a place with many problems. It's a place that needs our help. The world needs doctors, it needs teachers, it needs business people, it needs philanthropists, it needs visionaries and innovators, it needs dreamers. The world needs those who will lead it into the future and who will find a peaceful and sustainable way to do so. Perhaps above all, however, the world needs just plain old good people. It needs people brave enough to speak their mind, kind enough to listen to others, and bold enough to take advantage of the advantages of the opportunities in front of them. Because whether we choose to acknowledge it or not, seniors, one day we will be responsible for the world that we live in. One day it will fall upon us to solve the problems of this world, and one day we will indeed have to answer the calls of the future. I guess the question that this decisive time in our lives begs is, will we be there for the world when it needs us? Now, if you're anything like me, the thought of shouldering this responsibility absolutely terrifies you. It almost cripples me with fear, until I remember one thing, who we are. We are the senior class that can boast that our school ranks on top 250 in the nation. We are the class of the national champion dance team. We are the ones of the legendary band. We are the ones of the winning tradition, and we are the ones who have a guy who scored a perfect ACT score, apparently without even trying. Seniors, we are the ones who have stayed strong during tragedy, remained cohesive during divisive moments. We are the ones who have always remained committed to excellence, and we are the ones who have stayed true to what it means to be a Poway Titan. We all are the movers and shakers of our generation. Frankly, I don't think there's anything else that the world can throw at us that we, the Poway High Class of 2014, won't easily take in stride, utterly dominate, and convincingly make our own. So, sometime soon, we will inherit all the responsibilities of the world, and we will be called upon to solve its problems and to answer its questions. There will come a time when the events that shape our world will be of our making. With this responsibility that lies on our shoulders, however, comes also a nearly infinite set of opportunities to explore our passions and to leave our mark upon this world. The next few years represent such a magnificent and opportune time in our lives. Whether next year you are entering the workforce, serving and protecting this great nation, or going off to college, you'll all discover new people, ideas, opportunities, and new passions of yours. I challenge every one of you to approach each of these new opportunities with open-mindedness and conviction. Do this, seniors, because you care about it. Do it because you can. And do it because you have the resources necessary to make an impact on this planet and all those who live here. You only get one shot at this life, so do it big and do it well. On the first day of our senior year, exactly 295 days ago, I stood on this very same stage and requested that you all live your lives this year, so when we returned to these chairs on this day to graduate from this school, you would have absolutely no regrets. At one point or another, many decades and hopefully many accomplishments down the road, we will all graduate from something much larger. We will all eventually come to our last day on this earth, and we will all eventually go into our final night. As the sun is setting on my final day, I want to be able to say that I spent it well. That I spent it for the people that I loved, and for the people that loved me. Shout out Mavkai and the homies. So, today, as the sun sets on this period of our lives, and it dawns on the next, I have a similar request. I request that each and every one of you pursue your passions with reckless abandon. Strive to better yourself in any manner that you can. love as passionately and as frequently as possible. And live your lives so that as your final sun descends, you will gaze back across the horizon with only the fondest memories of friendship, passion, love, and the solace that you regret absolutely none of it. Thank you all very much.